Bernie Sanders. He ran for president in 2016, but he lost the primary and tried to run again in 2020 and lost again. But what if Bernie Sanders in 2016 did the miraculous and beat Hillary Clinton in the primary? What if Bernie Sanders became president in 2016? After a very lengthy battle, Bernie at the DNC is declared the nominee. Let's say he does a little bit better with urban voters and black voters, and this causes him to win the primary. Hillary was an awful candidate. The fact this was even close shows how strong of a candidate he was in the first place. After a very long and brutal primary battle, Bernie would absolutely struggle in the general. But I would like to remind you, Bernie 2016 and Bernie 2020 are very different people. Fortunately, Bernie would be running against Donald Trump. Donald Trump was actually a very weak nominee. The only reason he even won was because Hillary was so bad. But this general would be absolutely nasty. Trump would call him every keyword in the book: communist, radical socialist, etc., etc. I think Bernie narrowly wins just because Trump was that bad. He wins with a different coalition, winning the Rust Belt and doing awful in the suburbs. And for the sake of this timeline, they narrowly flipped the Senate blue in a 50-50 tie. Bernie would attempt to pass his progressive policy, but he would be stopped by the solid Republican House and conservative Democrats in the Senate. He would attempt to pass a $15 minimum wage, child tax credit, and climate change reforms. I don't see any of this stuff passing, like I said, due to solid Republican House and a conservative Democrats in the Senate. After a devastating midterm result, Bernie's luck could get even worse. COVID hits in 2020 and probably kills any chance he has the re-election. There's probably more tests and more lockdowns and less deaths because he handles it better than Trump. But since the economy would be so awful, I think he loses to whoever the GOP nominee is. Let's say for the scenario, Marco Rubio runs and wins the nomination. Bernie gets absolutely destroyed in the general for a variety of reasons. I think the map would look something like this at the end of the day.